Hello everybody, today is June 17th, 2013, and there's some severe weather going on this Monday. Now, there are lots of areas that can see severe weather today, from the high plains to the mid-south and southeast, up to Michigan, and even all the way back into southern New England. And we're gonna go first through radar data for each of these areas. Now, since I'm in the southeast, let's take a look at the southeast, and there's not that much severe weather going on in the southeast, mainly some small hail across Georgia, but lots of lightning, some slightly larger hail in Alabama. Some of this could be approaching severe size, but in eastern Alabama, and definitely some of that could be severe in western Alabama, because some of that is under a slight risk. So you got a couple of storms that they're capable of producing damaging wind in excess of 60 miles per hour, but none of them are capable of producing really large hail, at most quarter size. Because let me outline you the slight risk. And let's put the slight risk area is this area, as far as I know. Let's paint it again. Okay, so it has a slight risk area, and pretty much these storms are leading out of those areas. So it's possible that the leaders will not experience that much storms today. However, there is a line approaching from the west, and that's gonna influence some more storms in here. But these storms, they'll turn out severe, but there still could be some hail, maybe some small hail, maybe some wind, as it progresses to eastern Alabama. It'll progress into Georgia overnight, but it gradually weakens. Now, I'm gonna go up to Massachusetts, because they got some pretty strong storms there too. Massachusetts and Connecticut. Those kind of areas. But this pretty strong storm here near Boston, this one has some rotation, but it's very weak. So I'm not really worried about that one. And it's mainly some damaging wind, at least strong wind. And far down here, it's about the same threats. Don't see any closer radar signs. Oh well. This is where wind. This is where wind 2, damaging wind. The warnings expired here in New Jersey and New York. Got farther down, one in Virginia. I guess this is the best one. Yeah, one in Virginia here. Probably some hail. Yeah, some hail and wind. Pretty much that's it. Some storms off North Carolina becoming severe. We're gonna go to Texas and Colorado. That's where it's some more intense thunderstorms. Where's I wonder where's the best radar site. I guess this looks like some wind, I guess, here. Quarter size hail and wind, but some more in New Mexico, farther up into Colorado, some more too, but overall the threat is not huge. But at least there is a threat, but it's not huge, but it exists. There are scattered warnings, they're everywhere. Over this threat in Michigan, that threat area really pretty much went down. That threat area pretty much went down, but I'm still gonna open up Michigan. MI. Okay. Well, there was still a funnel cloud here in central Michigan. These storms, some of these went offshore or into Canada, and some of these have turned weaker. These coming in from the Lake Michigan, these could be producing some hail, but probably not huge. And also, please leave feedback on how you like this new logo. US Weather Plus Live Radar. So, like how I designed that. Please let me know how, if you like that design. Just leave a comment on the video. But anyway, so now I want to go up to the Storm Prediction Center. There are several watches in effect. There's one for the northeast, and there are two in the plains. So let's take a look at this one first. Now this watch has been, a lot of the watch has been cancelled as the line moves east as these storms pass through. Even though there's some severe weather still possible here, those storms rapidly reducing stability. So pretty much this area of the watch was cancelled. However, this area is still in the watch, and it's all the way down to NYC and Boston and Hartford and Providence and all those areas. So this could be still very strong, and possibly some of this watch could remain as long as until 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now the next watch. Okay. Now this one, mainly portions of the Middle Plains, like Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado. Some of the strongest storms forming up here in eastern Colorado, and could be some very large hail in this area, so you need to watch for some very large hail. The threat is moderate for very large hail in all of this area, but the threat for very high wind is low. Severe wind and severe hail is still moderate. The next watch is about the same threats, only it's more south. And this is for portions of New Mexico and Texas, as well as a few counties in the Oklahoma Panhandle. And again, severe hail, 2-inch plus hail are moderate, as well as severe wind, but 65 knot plus wind is low. Tornado threat is pretty much low everywhere, pretty much everywhere. Let's take a look at the outlook. Let's take a look at the storm reports first. A lot of the wind came out of the northeast today, and there was some hail before that in New York. Also, some wind came out of Alabama, just west of Huntsville, along the I-65 corridor. There was like a large damaging wind event. There was lots of trees down just west of Huntsville, and then north of Huntsville to Tennessee. That continued. Also, a few storms popped up in southern Alabama near Selma, and then towards Montgomery. Those are producing some wind too, and some larger hail across Wisconsin and Michigan. Now, let's take a look at the outlook for today. Then gonna move tomorrow. Now, this is we have several slight risk areas. One of them here across the plains, another one here across the lower Mississippi Valley and the Arkansas to Alabama. Even farther in the middle Mississippi Valley, something possible too. Eastern Michigan and southern New England. Tornado threat could be a little high here. Wind threat is pretty high, especially across portions of Texas. It's gonna become really strong later. And hail threat is still possible across this area and even in Michigan, but in the northeast it's not that big, or not bigger than the mid-south either. Tomorrow, the threat isn't going to be big either. Portions of the northeast, maybe even the south, and possibly could be seeing strong storms. And again, from Montana down to the plains, there could be some storms. These regions, there might be a whole slight risk area connected all the way like this, but I'm not that sure in this. We'll see. And day 3, this area of energy begins going down just to 5%. This area goes out too, so mainly a few storms across the north. Overall, it looks like the severe weather stress is going down now. For the day 48 outlook, predictability is too low. Also, what I want to show quickly is Tropical Depression 2. Now, this one is near Guatemala and Belize, and it's headed over Central America into Mexico. Now, I kind of doubt we'll take this track because there's a lot of mountains here. So, when I think we'll head north of that. So, I think it'll more head like that, or even like that. That's what I think it will do. But I don't think it will head into here. It could even head up here. That's really unlikely. But definitely, this area is excluded. This area is possible, and this area is unlikely. So let's take a look at this. It looks like it will be just a tropical depression, but there will be, in 72 hours, there will be about a 38% chance that it will become a tropical storm, and just a 3% chance for a hurricane. Well, definitely I don't think it will be a hurricane with this, but by Thursday, it might be a tropical storm, but I don't think so. So if you haven't seen my forecast yet, here it is. As you see, the impact will be slight, and it will be mainly for portions of southeast Texas. The tropical depression will head towards the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, possible landfall in extreme southeastern Texas or extreme northeastern Mexico. It had a little bit in the western Texas and northern Mexico, but weaken rapidly, and it will not really head farther here. In case that's the whole track in the US. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. There'll be more updates on severe weather later on, the next few days. But fortunately, there's no huge threat, and there'll be tropical weather updates too. And also, don't miss my preliminary winter forecast promotional video, which will come out later tonight. That video will say when the winter forecast itself will happen. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday. Bye.